Good morning, all. Myself Ram. In this video, I am going to talk about Oracle CX Unity platform integration through OIC. Like if you are deployed for any of the CDP platform integration, what all area needs to be covered? Today, I'm going to highlight all those sections. So be connected. If you have any question, you can post it to the comment section. I will definitely answer. So in my account, these are the hot area I have drawn in this PPT. So the first one is the arc. So in the arc section, what we have done, we have first identified how many system do we have, which we are going to integrate. So if you have any insight about the CTP platform, like what it does and why we need to integrate, so CDP platform mainly kinds of customer data platform, which used to create robust customer profile where you have the visualization of customer 360-degree platform. So all I am saying, if customer belong to various different sources, they can have they are going to have one dashboard where they can visualize the customer sources. So in Unity platform, it's more about running campaign, um, uh, setting up the robust customer profile, their associated order, items, organization, store, all sort of business entity you can dealt within Unity 6 platform. So coming to this area, so when this is going to be major area where integration has to work on. So first we need to identify various different sources because the account where I was deployed, I was having many system like Beautiful, Webpos, STS, Colorado, Iptica, um, Hanuman, Bitcoin. So like that in your area, you need to first work on the sources, and every sources is going to have their own challenges that we are not going to touch here because I want to keep this video very short. So all we are going um okay, so all we are going here. So all we are going to do here, we are going to identify number of source system and we are going to set up integration. When you are going to set up integration, you have to keep in mind how differently you are doing the integration. Just think you have a OIC capability platform, pass platform. It is more than OIC. Like sometimes you are dealing with mass volume of data. In that case, you need to go with the IaaS platform by using Python and all. You can use function as a service. So here, the integration which we have deployed, that that is in OIC, which we used to call run process. You can use Unity ingest job for data ingestion. You can use Python for the init process. So Python mostly we used to do if we have mass volume of data and that needs to be integrated. So sometimes when you are going to set up your integration, you might have seen you need to first initialize all the historical data set so that you can manage through Unity import export job, yeah, Python code. And for all the run process, which is just looking last 20 minutes of data that you can handle in FAAS, yeah, OIC. So this is all about data sync up. So here we have set up three different type of integration, types of integration. One is uh, uh, through Unity CDP import export. Second OIC, and third one Python scripting. Apparently, Python scripting, you can use many other scripting like JavaScript, you can use C#, you can use so those things you can do it here. Now, once data setup is done, like just think you have set up data for the customer profile, order items, payment, uh, any instant event, yeah, any sort of business entity, if that setup is done. Second part is data collection. Now, sometimes customers, since we are dealing with retail customer data keep changing. So sometimes you can see they are having latination. In that case, we need to correct those data before sending to CDP. So what we need to do, what we have done here, we have set up various scripting code that was correcting data. Parallelly, uh, you need to remove some junk characters, yeah, some non-ASCII characters. So those things you can uh, take care in this area. So we have set up several components that watch for correcting data. Sometimes it is required for customer blacklisting, all those things that you can that you can take care at this point. This area is very important. So once we have data loaded to CDP, uh, like customer data, yeah, order data, what we are going to do further. So our job is, once data setup is done, we need to uh, we need to simulate those data with master customer. So to set up master customer, we have uh, this many steps. Like we need to first set up consent history management, and then manage opt-in opt-out, date of promotion, and then we are going to have actual data uh, where any other external source system like Responsys or Notify, they can consume those data, and that those data will be used for running campaign, yeah, any sort of activity. So in the consent history, what we have done, just think if data is flowing to the CDP, if they are having any opt-in, those opt-in, we are going to store it. We have created historical data so that all the opt-in could store at some point, so that we can visualize whenever it is required, like customer, how many times they have updated their opt-in, how many times they have uh, changed their opt-in. So when I say opt-in, we have various different type of opt-ins here, like okay to email, okay to mail, okay to text, um, survey, um, and there are a few more. I mean, mail, notify, all those opt-ins you can set up here. Once opt-in is set up, we have this manage opt-in. So to manage opt-in, we have set up various integration. What they used to do, like if opt-in is keep coming, that is not the issue. It is going to create historical data. But if there is any change in opt-in, if there is any transitioning, in that case, we are detecting those opt-in, and we are storing to some of the other um, table. So here, to manage opt-in, we have deployed several components, which is knowing the current status and what we got it from during data sync. And those data we are storing to some of the consent historical data. So once that is those opt-ins set up, like if there is any transitioning, those are flowing at this point. So we have for the data and promotion tool that is completely set up at Unity. That is that their look back window is 3 hours, which is looking every 2 hours. If there is any opt-in transitioning, that will happen here. It will take the data and then it will send it to master customer. And the master customer is going to be actual data where it can use for running campaign, yeah, any further activities which your organization has planned. So now, once you have data in master customer, you can set up segments at Unity for bringing those data. So sometimes just think you have a requirement, like you just want to find out the customer who has placed more than 1,000 rupees order in last 1 week. So those type of data you can filter. Yeah, you can see like they have Unity has intelligent attribute. You can leverage that one according to your requirement. Now, once your data setup done in master customer, you are having for sending to responses. Just think you have total, like in our case, we got 60 million customers. But in master customer, after dedupe and promotion, we have around 20 millions of customers, right? So those 20 millions customers, uh, first you can just think if you are bringing responses for sending uh, emails to the customer. In that case, how first you need to init all those 20 millions, and just think in a day, like in our case, every day 1 millions are keep changing. They are changing their opt-in because of their opt-in transitioning, yeah, because of opt-out Colorado system. So if that is happening, in that case, what you need to do, daily responses is not going to consume your 20 millions of data. So what you can do, you can set up some sort of Python code which can which will detect delta. So delta, it will detect those only change opt-in customer, and that will synchronize to your responses system, and responses will further use those customer emails mobile for sending primary communication wherever it is required for. And since this is going to be critical component, you can set up monitoring and observability that is in OCI feature. So this is all about today things. This is all high level I have given. But in my next video, I will go in details how we have set up this compute instance and where we have how we have detected delta for the responses. So and that video is going to be very interesting. So be connected. So soon I'm going to post. So for now it's fine. Let's catch up in my next video. Bye bye.